We all know this: Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest footballers of all time. That is not up for debate, but somewhere along the way, the narrative quietly shifted. Suddenly the world started saying, yes, Ronaldo was incredible, but Messi is ahead. And very few people stopped to ask the most dangerous question in football history. What if Cristiano Ronaldo never left Real Madrid? What if the most dominant player of the Champions League era never walked away from the most powerful club in football? Tonight, we don't retell history, we reverse it. 2017, the year football peaked. If football ever reached a point of absolute perfection, it was the 2016-2017 season. Ronaldo wasn't just productive. He was decisive at a level the sport had never seen before. Let's slow down and look at the numbers, not headlines. Cristiano Ronaldo, 2016-2017, all competitions. 42 goals, 12 goals in the Champions League, 10 goals in the knockout stage alone. Goals in quarterfinals versus Bayern, 5 goals. Semi-finals versus Atletico, hat trick. Final versus Juventus. This wasn't volume scoring, this was precision destruction. Every elite opponent, every decisive round, every defining moment, when the margin between glory and failure was razor thin, Ronaldo didn't blink. The three-peat, something football was never meant to see. Real Madrid didn't just win titles, they broke the structure of modern football. 3 consecutive Champions League trophies. In an era of tactical perfection, analytics and squad rotation were supposed to be impossible. And yet it happened. Why? Because systems collapse when confronted with inevitability. And inevitability wore number 7. The evolution people missed. Here's something history often ignores. Ronaldo in 2017 was not declining. He was evolving. Less sprinting, fewer touches, maximum efficiency. He became the most dangerous version of himself, a striker who waited, who conserved energy, who chose moments, and when those moments arrived, entire defensive plans evaporated. Then, something changed, not on the pitch. Despite dominance, something felt off. Praise became muted, contract talks stalled. Recognition turned cold. Behind the scenes, a quiet fracture formed. Florentino Perez had a vision, a future built on brand continuity, youth market stability. Ronaldo represented something else: power, independence, control. And football institutions rarely tolerate that combination. The silent war. This wasn't a public feud. No press conferences, no accusations, just distance. Ronaldo wanted acknowledgement, not applause, but status. Perez believed no player is bigger than Real Madrid. That sentence sounds noble. Until you ask one question: what happens when the greatest player in club history feels replaceable? And football institutions rarely tolerate that combination. 2018. The exit that broke the narrative. When Ronaldo left in 2018, the explanation was simple: a new challenge. But the timing raised eyebrows. Fresh off a Champions League three-peat, fresh off historic performances, fresh off rewriting European football. Why now? Because the relationship was already broken. The Ballon d'Or problem. And then came the awards. Luka Modric winning the Ballon d'Or in 2018 was celebrated as justice, but justice in football is rarely clean. Let's ask the uncomfortable question: would that Ballon d'Or happen if Ronaldo stayed at Real Madrid? Ronaldo had superior knockout impact, more decisive goals, direct influence on Madrid's dominance, yet suddenly the spotlight shifted. From goal scorers to narratives, from dominance to symbolism, and from that year onward, fans across the world began questioning something they never had before. How transparent are these awards, really? Say the goal that should have ended all debates. Then came that moment, the bicycle kick against Juventus. A goal so perfect that Juventus fans applauded. Buffon stood frozen. Commentators fell silent. Many analysts still argue. This wasn't just a great goal. It was the greatest goal ever scored. And yet, no ultimate reward followed. No coronation. No symbolic closure. Just transition. Now, let's rewrite history. Imagine Ronaldo stays. 2018 to 2019. Madrid struggle early, but Ronaldo does what he always did. Late goals, knockout goals, psychological dominance. 2019 to 2021. Benzema rises with Ronaldo, not instead of him. Vinicius grows, shielded by Ronaldo's gravity. Opponents still fear one name on the team sheet. Madrid don't rebuild. They extend an empire. Statistical reality check. Ronaldo's Champions League numbers are not normal. They are historical outliers. Most UCL goals ever. Most knockout goals ever. Most goals in finals. Most seasons as top scorer. These aren't achievements. They are control points. And control points define legacy. The GOAT debate ended by context. If Ronaldo retires at Real Madrid, one club European dominance, no narrative interruption, no different leagues argument, no rebranding phase. The debate doesn't disappear, it collapses, because legacy is not just numbers, it's where history remembers you. The World Cup moment that shifted power at the World Cup, Ronaldo moves the Coca-Cola bottles. Coca-Cola loses billions in market value, one gesture, authentic, unscripted, uncomfortable. Later, a pattern emerges. Coca-Cola aligns heavily with Lionel Messi. Smiles, harmony, brand safety. Football isn't just sport, it's image control. When the system decides the future. From that moment on, media framing changes. Award dynamics shift. Ronaldo's mistakes amplified his achievements, contextualized, not because he declined, but because he no longer fit the narrative being sold. Football doesn't punish talent, it punishes non-compliance. The final question, so we ask the question, football avoids. What if Cristiano Ronaldo never left Real Madrid? Would he be remembered as one of the greatest? Or would he be remembered as something rarer, the man who ended the GOAT debate by staying exactly where history was being written? Final words, hold silence. Some players chase trophies, some chase love, some chase approval. Cristiano Ronaldo chased legacy, and legacy doesn't always survive politics. If this theory changed the way you see football history, hit like and support the channel. Now it's your turn. Do you agree with this theory? Or do you think football treated Cristiano Ronaldo fairly? Drop your opinion in the comments and suggest the next What If documentary you want to see.